Hey guys, Joe here, Radio 690 ADV, 690ADV.com. What's going on? Happy Sunday. You know it's NFL time. Sorry, I've got to get my NFL time in. That's why the podcast on Sundays come out a little later than they normally do, because I got my football time on. Hey, if you didn't hit subscribe, make sure that you be part of it. Hit subscribe, go to the website, sign up, be part of 690 ADV. That way you're in on everything that we do on future and anything that's going on now. Anyway, on to the podcast. You know what? Today, I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to give it up, well, yeah, to the wives. The wives have to put up with all of our stuff and all the things that we do, all the motorcycles that we try to buy and all the things that we want to do. I don't know how your wife is. My wife's really pretty cool about it, and it's really pretty nice that I can be so fortunate that I can have a woman in my life that is good to me, allows me to do what I want to do, is okay with me riding, hanging out with my buddies, buying motorcycles, doing all the things that I do, and she doesn't razz me too hard on all the things that I buy, and it's really actually pretty nice. So, so giving it up to the ladies in our lives on, you know, our dual sporting and things like that. How is your wife, you know, and is she cool about everything? You know, about 10 years ago, I started getting back into dual sport riding, and she was not 100% about it, but, you know, over time, it took just a little bit, and she slowly became on board. But not just being on board, she basically almost endorsed it and wanted me to do the things that I do on motorcycles because of what it does to me and how it changes me and how it makes things better in my life and in my world. You know, we're surrounded day by day by, you know, the Facebook and Twitter and the internet and even YouTube and stuff like that, with so much negativity out there with all these motorcycle riders and all these things that go on. And, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged with, you know, some of the things if you're trying to get into doing any type of recording, whether it be a podcast or a moto vlog, or heck, just even putting up a video. You know, it's just in this day and age, it's, you know, with the power of the internet has made it easy for everybody to voice their opinion on everything. And like I said, I'm very fortunate to have my wife in my life that allows me to see the greener grass of the other side, basically. So I have many times thought about potentially, you know, it's very tasking, you know, creating videos and editing and topic and all those things that you try to come up with. It's a lot harder than you think of creating YouTube videos and podcasts and things like that to try to get for information out there. And I've many times, you know, wanted to just stop. And I'm sure there's many people go, oh, well, you should have just stopped a long time ago. But to me, it's, you know, she's, you know, everybody kind of misuses it, you know, that somebody's their rock, but she's not my rock. She's kind of the black hole of my universe. You know, she's right there in the middle. She basically, everything spins around, and she keeps me on track like a black hole does with the universe as it spins and keeps all the stars on track. So, you know, a lot of people would look at a black hole and say, oh, well, that's just, she's a, you know, but no, it's the opposite for me. So, you know, and it's great. So I want to give it up to not just my wife, but all the wives out there that are supportive and are on board and are fantastic and great and help and are part of your lives that allow you to keep on track and do the things that you do. So how is your wife? Like I said, if you're listening to this on YouTube, put a comment down below and talk about your wife and tell how great she is and what she does in your deal. And if you're not married, then hopefully you find somebody that will be supportive in what you do in your motorcycle world. Anyway, I am so very fortunate because I have many things, I have my wife, I have my kids, I have motorcycles, I get to get out, I get to do things, I'm not questioned, I'm not scolded, I'm not, bashed, by going and hanging out with my friends and riding motorcycles and stuff like that. And it's not so much that way with a lot of riders. I do understand that. So that's why it's so awesome for me to give it up to my wife and all the ladies out there that are very, very, not just, just the lady riders, but the wives, if they do ride, fantastic. But if you don't ride and you put up with your guy that goes and buys stuff all the time, kudos to you and thumbs up and awesome and hugs out to all you lady rider wives and non-lady rider wives, because motorcycling is one of those fantastic things. It does so many awesome things, not only mentally but physically, and it just keeps a lot of people on track. So if you want to give it up to your wife in the comment section, just do it, whether it's a thumbs up or whatever, however you want to express yourself. I think it's fantastic, and I don't give it up enough to my wife, because the things that these women do, they really keep us on track and they keep us centered and they keep us focused a lot of the time. And, you can't always give it up to a wife, because I've had buddies that have wives that are completely against the motorcycle deal, and they they have bashed down and everything like that. And it wasn't just the motorcycles. It was just any type of fun and anything that made that person happy. It was like, it was not tolerated. It just wasn't, it just was not to be. So, I'm not throwing anything out there and trying to point out one person individually. It's, it's a few people. And I just think that, for all the wives that are cool and back us up and allow us to do the things that we want to do, thank you so much. And thank you to my wives. I love my wife so much, and I love my kids. I love my family, and I love my motorcycles. I have to put the motorcycles in there always. But anyway, so yeah, today's podcast is giving it up to the wives because of what they do and how they back us up and how they do the things they do. So happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a fantastic day. I know this is kind of a off-topic motorcycle deal, but you know what? The wives deserve a little kudos here and there. And if you don't buy into that, well, then you obviously don't have a very good wife. So, and I do. So, and if you do have a great wife, make sure you let her know that she's great and tell her how awesome she is and how much you appreciate that she allows you to do the things that you do. And she's part of your life and backs you up in the things that you like to do. Anyway, happy Sunday. Don't forget, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, again, we do it all. For 690 ADV, I'm Joe. I appreciate you. Don't forget, go to 690adv.com, sign up. Also, anything, any questions or anything, 690adv@gmail.com. I'll do my best to hook you up. Tell your wife, thank you very much. And to my wife, I love you. And you guys have a great Sunday, and we'll see you on next Sunday. 690 out.